Hello YouTube, Courtney back at you from the Erie Covenant in Rome, New York. I'm going to be doing this video on how to cast successful spells and the Witch's Pyramid, which is the foundation to creating and manifesting a successful spell. Sorry, I can't talk today. And I did this video before, but for some reason it wasn't working after I uploaded it. So here we go again. Now, this is typically how the Witch's Pyramid, if you were to visualize it, how it would be built. I wrote down some notes here because I cannot remember all my thoughts and stuff I wanted to tell you guys, so if I'm not looking at the camera, I'm reading my notes. So the Witch's Pyramid is the foundation of our spell work. The Witch's Pyramid has subtle variations depending on what path you are on. It is built on the foundation of the 4 elements. 4 secrets to spellcasting: to know, to will, to dare, and to be silent. Each corresponds with an element. So what do these mean? Let me break it down for you so you can cast your spells successfully. To know. This corresponds to air. To know basically means knowledge about your spell, the words of your spell, the meaning, the outcome, what you want, the knowledge on what you need to do with the spell and how to cast it. Learn the magic properly. You can't act it out and hope for the best. That can create disaster or backfire. Know your timing, correspondences, methods, and you must have knowledge to achieve this. A doctor had to go to school and learn how to perform surgery. He couldn't just go open somebody up and hope for the best. That would be disaster, right? Same thing. To dare corresponds with earth. You have to practice, develop your skills. To be able to endure and take responsibility, to persevere in your work. Know it takes time and energy, so you need to be strong. To be willing and have that confidence, done with no fear, but protecting yourself. So you can do this. To will, corresponding with fire. To will means you put your all or nothing in it. You have to desire it. You gotta want it. Gotta want it. Visualization, intent, energy, focus, all of those are key to it. Very important in your spell work. You need to have the ambition, the drive. You need to understand this and what intent really is to manifest. To keep silent. Probably one of the biggest ones out of the 4. To keep silent, many witches fail at this, corresponding with water. To be silent means you take it seriously and keep your work secret or silent. To brag creates ego, making you unbalanced. Secrecy is a major role for witches because we respect the magic and not everybody will. You know, people that don't believe or whatever, they could discourage you subconsciously. Until your spell manifests and is complete, telling someone with negativity can hinder or affect your efforts to your spell. It'll be all gone or backfired by a wagging tongue. So keep silent, keep your lips sealed. We may want to show off, but if you want your spell to work, keep silent. Now there is another one. This is more of a modern add to it though. To go. To go basically is the 5th, which is spirit. And it means don't talk about it, do it, and put all your spirit into it. Now, other tips, these are my tips for also going along with your formula to the Witch's Pyramid as you're doing your spells. I have some more tips here that I use or do. So, number one, write your own spells. Then you feel it more, you know the intent better, and you can manifest it easier. When you're writing that spell, you know what emotion, that you're intending. You know what you're feeling, and you know what you want out of that. Sage yourself and area of practice before you cast is number two. So you don't really want negativity around you. You kind of want it cleansed and yourself cleansed. You don't want any type of negativity to hinder your spell or what you're trying to manifest. If you're Wiccan, set up your circle, which this is number 3. If you're traditional, get your compass out and do your thing. Yep, pretty basic. Number 4, invoke your deity or invoke spirits to help you. Spirits are so useful in magical workings or spell casting. I work with spirits a lot. And once you learn to do so and properly and where you can protect yourself, it's a very useful tool working with spirits. And number 5, focus, focus, focus. Intentions and see it happen as it is already done. You have to believe. It's done. I did it. It's happening. It's here. Number 6, coordinate your colors, days, month, and moon. So once you study more of the moon and the phases and all this, and what colors are for what days of the week is it best to do these on, then you may find that your spells could be a bit more successful. Number 7, the more natural your tools or objects included, the better, which is true. Traditional witches use what's around them naturally most of the time. Herbs, stones, water, fire, elements to help aid you or just give your spell that oomph. And number 8, believe. Believe it is done. Believe you did it. It's here. Know it takes time, but it will happen. And that is the way of it. That is how you create a successful spell. I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a like, subscribe, and leave me a comment.